Howdy, partners. So, you guys all seem to enjoy the last video I did. I don't really think there was any negative feedback from it, except for like a few people who disliked it. Probably they were just butthurt because of something that happened in their lives, and now they just gotta hate on everything else. Who knows? But it wasn't exactly like initial feedback I was expecting. Because that video was more of just like a general question, like why do we stupid humans feel this way? Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's really painful and confusing. Um, but I guess there is no answer. I guess nobody has an answer for that, and I might do more videos like that in the future. You know, more like serious kind of emotional, feely videos. Who knows? I had fun doing that video, and I don't know why, but a few of you asked on like Facebook and Skype and stuff if Bree saw the video or if she said anything about the video. No idea. She hasn't said anything about it, and normally when she's watching my videos, she'll like have some kind of comment about it. So I don't know if she saw it or not, and I didn't just want to be like, hey, you should go watch this video, because I don't know, I just didn't want to do that. But so sorry for the disappointing answer to that. I don't know. That's really all I have to say about that. But it's Valentine's Day, guys. And I hope you all are so far having a wonderful Valentine's Day. Like the whole, well, it's 12:03 a.m. here, so it's been Valentine's Day for 3 minutes. But hopefully you guys all have wonderful Valentine's Day today. Even if you don't have anybody to celebrate it with, I'm sure you just go like get a cat or something and celebrate it with that. But Rusty gave me my Valentine's Day card a few days ago because she'll have to go visit Star, her girlfriend. So she got me a card, and I got her deer socks for Valentine's Day. I'm the best friend ever. And for record, this is the card she gave me. It has a stupid pony on it. Thank you, Rusty, very much. But my favorite part is inside. She did this wonderful drawing with the deer on a caterpie on its head that said, Valentine's is just a corporate scheme. Remember that, Hardy. And that really made me laugh. And I've kind of realized there's two kinds of people when it comes to Valentine's Day. There's either those people that get really, really into it, or there's those people who just don't give a shit and think it's just, you know, a corporate scheme, and they just don't care. And I know it's just not the people who are like alone that think that. I do know people who are in relationships and they think that way too. You know, they just don't care about Valentine's Day. It's just another day. So me personally, I like the idea of Valentine's Day, but I kind of think of it the same way I do New Year's. You know, why do you need a specific day to have a New Year's resolution, to make a change in your life? You should just wake up one day and be like, you know what, I'm going to do this. You shouldn't need New Year's for that. You shouldn't need that excuse. And it's the same way with Valentine's Day. You know, why do you need that excuse to treat your loved ones special? You should treat them special every single day. And I already kind of do that. Like when I like someone, I try to like treat them special every day and like remind them just how amazing I think they are. Like every single day is like a little mini Valentine's Day. So I like the idea of Valentine's Day, but I don't think people should need an excuse to treat their loved ones that way. But I don't know, that's just my opinion on that. But I do have a Valentine this year in a non-romantic way. You know, Bree agreed to be my Valentine this year, which is awesome. I sent her some stuff for Valentine's Day. Just, she really loves owls, so I sent her a few different owl things that I just like see in stores, and I'm like, I must buy this for you. So there was like a cookie, a little bag, stickers. I feel like there's something else, and I'm forgetting it. I sent her like that, you know, that picture I showed you guys a while back. I sent her the original draft of that, like that was drawn on paper, and I couldn't find any owl cards, but until after I sent the package, of course, and I found an owl card. But so I got one that had a penguin on it instead. But hopefully this will be a better Valentine's Day than last year. It was probably the worst Valentine's Day I can imagine, because at the time, Sydney was agreed to be my Valentine last year, and we weren't technically dating at the time yet, but why am I messing up on words right now? Basically, it was a really weird Valentine's Day because I couldn't really seem to get a hold of her all day, and when I finally did, I found out that she had actually gone out on a date with another girl. That was a fun Valentine's Day. That was a horrible Valentine's Day, but Bree has agreed not to go out on a date with another girl today, so I guess that's a good thing. And we have plans to Skype later and play Pokemon, so that should be fun. And The last thing I've had on my mind was, I think I mentioned this, I don't remember, but a few days ago I went to go see Rusty, and I went and spent a night with her, and I don't remember if I don't remember what I've talked about or not, but I went to go spend a night with Rusty, because I haven't been out of the house in like several weeks, and I needed the social interaction very badly. So we basically just like stayed up all night breeding Pokemon. I got her into like breeding shinies, so we just spent like 5 hours straight doing that. I'm like 350 Caterpie eggs so far and no shiny, so that's quite frustrating. Especially when I hear about people like, oh, I got a shiny after like 20 eggs. I'm like, I hope you die. That's rude. I hope you don't die, but seriously. Anyways, I was in Rusty's room and I saw like this paper hung up on her wall that said, don't make someone a priority when to them you're just an option. And that really kind of resonated with me, and it really kind of made me think, like, it's true. Why do, and I've done that a lot, and I'm doing it like right now, and it's like, why do you do that? I guess it just kind of goes back to the last video I did, is like, maybe there's just not an answer to that. You know, when you just care about someone, you put them as a priority no matter what. And but it's also very annoying, and I've been thinking about that, and it just kind of got me thinking, like, if I just kind of got to the point where I decided that I didn't want to wait and I wanted to move on with Bree, it wouldn't matter. Like, I don't think it would really bother her, which really sucks to think about, you know? But, and I was talking to my friend Robin, like, about the whole situation, just kind of, you know, being upset, and she gave me her thoughts on the situation, which kind of made a lot of sense to me, and stuff I'd considered but I didn't really think about. So I have no idea, like, what my brain is considering right now. I'm very, very confused at the moment, but I gotta stop thinking about that stuff. You know, I gotta try to be, although I do have to maybe think more about that whole don't make other people priority thing when you're just an option to them, because it'll most likely just lead to you getting hurt. But yeah, so hopefully you guys have a good Valentine's Day, and I'm just gonna try to focus on, I want to try to focus on that, but I feel like that's not gonna make me that much happier. I can't wait for Saturday. I can't wait for all this stuff to just be over with. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day, guys. Hopefully you have a good one if you have someone to spend it with. If not, sorry, I guess. You can spend it with me. Go watch my videos. Yay. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Hoodie. Take care, yo. Bye.